Hi, my name is Mr. John, and I teach Real World English, 7th grade. And tonight I'm going to read to you the chapter 8 of The Little Prince. And this guy right here, he's my friend, the Little Prince, and he's going to help us with the story. So let's go ahead and turn our pages to chapter 8. All right, let's begin. I soon learned more about this flower. On the Little Prince's planet, there had always been very simple flowers with single row petals, which took up very little space and were no bother. They would appear one morning in the grass and then fade the same evening. But this flower had sprouted one day from a seed that had blown in from who knows where, and the Little Prince had kept an eye on this little shoot which was different from the other shoots. It might have been a new type of baobab, but the shrub soon stopped growing and began to produce a flower. Watching the development of a huge bud, the prince had a feeling that something miraculous was going to appear. But the flower took forever to preening herself in the sanctuary of her green room. She chose her colors with care. She dressed slowly, adjusting her petals one by one. She did not want to appear all crumpled like a poppy. She only wanted to reveal herself in the full bloom of her beauty. Oh yes, she was very vain. Her mysterious preparation lasted for days and days, and then one morning, just as the sun rising, she showed herself. And the flower, who had made such a scrupulous preparation, yawned and said, "Oh, I've only just woken up. Forgive me. My hair's still a mess." The Little Prince was unable to hide his admiration. "You're so beautiful." "I am, aren't I?" replied the flower softly. "And I was born at the same time as the sun." The Little Prince rightly guessed that she was not exactly modest, but she was so lovely to behold. It's breakfast time, I think," she said, adding, "Would you kindly spare a thought for me?" And all ashamed, the Little Prince went off to find a watering can and filled it with water and poured it directly on the flower. So here he comes back. And he's going to pour on the water. She soon began to plague him with a rather prickly vanity. For example, one day, speaking about her 4 thorns, she said to the Little Prince, "Let the tigers come with the claws!" Roar! "There are no tigers on this planet," protested the Little Prince. "And anyways, tigers don't eat grass." "I'm not grass," replied the flower softly. "I'm sorry." "I'm not at all afraid of tigers, but I can't stand droughts. You wouldn't have a screen, would you?" "Can't stand droughts? That's bad luck for a plant," thought the Little Prince. "This flower is a complicated creature." "At night you need to put me under a glass dome. It's very cold on your planet. It's poorly equipped. Where I come from..." But she stopped before she reached the end of her sentence. She had come as a seed. She could never have known anything from other worlds. Embarrassed at having been caught in telling such a childish fib, she coughed up a couple of times to make the Little Prince feel bad. "Oh, but what about the screen?" I was about to get it, but you were talking to me." Then she forced out a cough again to make him feel sorry. "Sorry, bud. I know." And so, although he loved her and was eager to please her, the little prince soon grew wary of her, and her unkind words had wounded him and made him feel very unhappy. "I'm sorry, bud. I shouldn't have listened to her. I shouldn't have confided to me in one day. You should never listen to flowers. You should gaze at them. You should smell them. Mine perfumed the air on my planet, but I wasn't able to enjoy it. Her talk of claws, which was so annoyed me, should have made me feel sorry for her." And he told me, "I got it all wrong. I should have judged her by her actions, not her words. She filled my life with fragrance and light. I should have never run away. I should have realized that deep down she cared, despite her ridiculous tricks. Flowers are so contrary, but I was too young to know how to love her." Thank you very much for joining me on this wonderful adventure. Have a wonderful night and a wonderful day. Bye.